Hey, 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 my lovelies. Hey, my lovelies. Welcome to my channel. So if you are new to the channel, I want to welcome you. If you are a returning subscriber, I want to welcome you back. My name is Kamoy, and we are doing the energy vibration for today. All right. So which leads me to my disclaimer. Keep it in mind that these messages are not for everyone. All right. And access is granted to you in the spiritual world based on what you believe in and what you know. All right. Which means energy is fluid, so I want you to keep that in mind. Apply the energy to where it fits. If I say this is your energy, but it feels more like the energy you're interacting with, my love, you want to go ahead and apply it to where it fits. All right. Message is timeless. These messages are timeless. All right. Energy is fluid. So if you click on this message, whether it's tomorrow, next week, or next year, if it resonates and vibrates, keep what you need, leave what you don't, shelf what you don't understand in case you need to circle on back for some understanding, inspiration, and maybe even some motivation. And last but not least, you are your own guru. All right. So you want to go ahead and know that. All right. So this daily vibration is for tomorrow, and I normally record them overnight, like into the next day. So I'm not gonna be here but a few minutes, and I also see that I made it public. Hey, everybody. I did not mean to make this public, but hi. Hey, Dan. All right, so we're doing a daily vibration for tomorrow. So keep it in mind, y'all. The energy in the atmosphere is going to be passive-aggressive energy as well as energy of frustration, not to mention poor memory. One of the messages that keeps coming out in Scorpio season that you need to be aware about is really tapping into what you desire. Telling yourself the truth and then delivering that message to other people. Now, I do want to say this: Mars is in retrograde until January. So you're going to find with that Mars in retrograde energy that is going to affect a lot of Scorpios, or that is going to affect Scorpios. It's also going to affect Aries. And depending on where you have Scorpio and Aries energy in your chart, that energy of the retrograde in Scorpio may find you also. So for my fellow Scorpions and my fellow Martians, as far as the Aries are concerned, you definitely want to make sure that you be mindful and maybe push yourself a little bit more in this retrograde energy with Mars being in retrograde, because you may not necessarily feel like you want to do something or do anything. Okay, so you got to keep in mind that the energy has been moving throughout the day. You're going to see that you're going to have to take caution. Allow yourself to be illuminated, and then you want to move into your protection energy. And when I say take protection, when I say take caution, that really means that pay attention to what you're giving your energy to, what you're giving your mental energy to, your emotional energy, your physical energy, and plus your energy of action as you're moving throughout this day, okay? The sun is going to be in Scorpio, like I said. The moon, however, as you're moving throughout the day, the moon is going to be in Aquarius for a better part of the day. Then it's going to transit over to Pisces in the afternoon after 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. So let's take a look. We've been dealing with this energy now for a while, where I told you guys that you really got to protect your energy in this season. There's a lot of projection going on in this atmosphere. And the job here that you need to learn how to do is how to transmute your energy in this season, okay? We're no longer in the same old timeline. Everything is brand new, which means that you're going to have to find new ways of doing things, okay? So there is energy where you're going to be separating yourself from anything stagnant, anything that keeps you sad, anything that you feel unsure about right now that's bringing you heaviness. Is probably something you need to release, okay? If you're unsure about something and you're just afraid because you don't know the outcome, that is something different. But if you're unsure about something and your inclination is telling you that you need to run, that is what you want to do. You want to pay attention to your intuition and take caution, and really don't dive into anything as you're moving throughout the day that's going to keep you stuck in old feelings or stuck yawning and longing for things that is old energy. All right. So you got to be mindful today too. I want to say be mindful of your conversations. Be mindful of what you're putting in your ears today. All right. Be mindful also of your actions as you're moving throughout this energy. There is energy of frustration as well as energy of reflecting too, right? Or giving but not necessarily receiving, because some people are in an energy where it's not balanced. So you tend to give more than you're getting back in this energy. So be mindful of that as you're moving throughout this energy today, okay? So you are going to see that people are dealing with a lot of karmic relationships that's been moving throughout the Scorpion energy this month, okay? People are going to be dealing with their triggers because Scorpio is going to come in and it's going to reveal a lot of those hidden dark secrets that most people, when they're hurt, don't really like to deal with and handle, okay? So you can find people running from their triggers today. Now, the arrow of passivity and frustration is in the atmosphere, so you can find people being passive aggressive today. You do need to be mindful of that. And this is why I'm saying, watch what you're giving your energy to. Watch what you're focusing on in this season, okay? So you do have energy here of maybe something you like or someone you like. And I kind of feel like this is people focusing on themselves. I like you, having fun. I even want to say wanting to be seen. But I feel like this wanting to be seen is not so much wanting to be seen by other people, but wanting to be seen by yourself, okay? So falling in love with yourself is going to be important as you're moving throughout this energy. Because the caution over here and being illuminated, and why I'm saying to pay attention to your conversations with people, is because you can learn a lot from what people don't say, just as well as you can learn from what people actually do, what they actually say, okay? So in your conversations as you're moving throughout the day, remember that it's okay for you to love yourself. It is okay for you to fall and make mistakes. What's not okay is for you to not take accountability as you're moving throughout this energy, okay? So you do want to be mindful of that. You have to take accountability in this energy. Karmic relationships and triggers are going to come in because that's the plan. They're there to stop you from focusing, as well as, if you're going to take the challenge, right, to help you grow. So it's opposite side of the coin. You're either going to take the distraction and not focus, or you're going to use the distraction as a means of focusing. So pay attention to your conversations, not just what people say, but what people don't say is going to be important in this energy, all right? You want to be able to start creating the life that you want. Don't depend on other people to create the life that you want, which means that you need to be able to know you, to thy own self be true, okay? Messages from the rabbit, it's kind of like tapping into nature and paying attention to the world of the fairies. This is grounding yourself in nature. So a lot of you, these messages are going to come through by you spending time out in the sun, by you listening to the birds, by you maybe and I don't know, for somebody in particular, if you're close to a body of water, by you spending time at the body of water, all right? Yes, we know that life sometimes cannot be fair. Yes, we know that. But it's also asking you to live in the moment in this season. This is not the season for you to shrink back and not live in the moment. It's important for you to be able to live in the moment. Once again, I'm going back to pay attention to your conversations today. Pay attention to what people say, what people don't say, so you can gain illumination and then protect yourself and move in this energy the way that you need to. That's going to be important, okay? Now, you want to do diligence today in your act of using wisdom when you are interacting with others today. And I say diligent in using wisdom because sometimes wisdom requires you not to say anything. Sometimes wisdom just requires you to listen, right? Sometimes wisdom requires you maybe to be silent but powerful, and maybe use your facial expressions, or sending out love, or sending out healing energy from your heart chakra, or maybe even sending out your assertiveness just by your body language, right? So wisdom does not necessarily always require you to act externally. Sometimes the action that may be required, right, is necessary, but it's necessary from an internal standpoint of view, not an external standpoint of view, okay? So you want to be mindful as you're moving throughout the day today, all right? You're going to be protected, but you first have to understand what you're coming up against, and the only way that you can do that and know that is to first take caution by paying attention to your conversations, pay attention to what's being said and what's not being said, so you can get illuminated, and then protect yourself. Move diligently today in this energy. And if it's just diligent in saying thank you, diligent in being grateful, right? Diligent in staying peaceful so you can tap into your wholeness, like whatever that is for you today, you want to be diligent, because people are going to be diligent in their fuckery. Just know that people will be diligent in their fuckery today. Okay, so do something kind for yourself, love yourself, honor yourself, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's daily vibration. I don't know if it's going to let me drop this tomorrow, but this is the vibration for Wednesday, y'all. Wednesday, November 2nd, 2022. And just so you guys know, the videos are timeless, so you're not going to really hear me saying the dates a lot in these videos, all right? That's your message. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. Bye, my loves.